मेरे सभी प्रिय छात्रों को नमस्ते। आज हम कुछ बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट पढ़ने वाले हैं और इसी के साथ मैं आप सभी का स्वागत करती हूँ क्लास 7th की सिविक्स क्लास में। टुडे वी विल स्टडी चैप्टर 1 इक्वालिटी इन डेमोक्रेसी, जो कि बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण विषय है। अगर आज नहीं तो कुछ सालों के बाद आप इस विषय की महत्वपूर्णता को पूरी तरह से समझ पाएंगे। Since we are going to talk a lot about India and democracy today, so it just felt right to wish you all in Hindi for a change. क्या आप जानते हैं कि आप दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी जनतंत्र यानी कि डेमोक्रेसी का हिस्सा हैं? अगर दूसरे शब्दों में कहें तो इंडिया इज द लार्जेस्ट डेमोक्रेसी इन द वर्ल्ड. Democracy is the form of government in which the common people holds political power and can rule either directly or through elected representatives. अमेरिका के लोकप्रिय 16वें राष्ट्रपति अब्राहम लिंकन ने प्रजातंत्र या लोकतंत्र की परिभाषा कुछ इस प्रकार से दी थी. प्रजातंत्र या लोकतंत्र लोगों के द्वारा और लोगों के लिए बनाई गई सरकार है. या आप इस प्रकार से भी कह सकते हैं कि डेमोक्रेसी इज अ गवर्नमेंट ऑफ द पीपल, बाय द पीपल एंड फॉर द पीपल. इजी डेफिनेशन, राइट? आगे बढ़ने से पहले हमें समझना पड़ेगा कि एक डेमोक्रेटिक सिस्टम यानी कि प्रजातंत्र प्रणाली काम किस तरह से करता है. I mean, how is it that the common people rule? How do they hold the political power? Simply because they can vote and elect their representative in the government. या फिर हम ऐसे भी कह सकते हैं कि आम जनता के पास अधिकार होता है कि वे वोट डालकर यानी कि मतदान कर अपना रिप्रेजेंटेटिव को इलेक्ट कर सकते हैं. Today, an electronic voting machine is used to cast votes. And the body that governs the entire election process is called the Election Commission of India. Once you vote, you are marked with a semi-permanent ink or an indelible ink indicating that the person has exercised his or her right to vote. It is not just a right, rather it is our duty as a good and responsible citizen of India to vote. Now, let us find out who all can vote. Anybody who is a citizen of India and is above the age of 18, as 18 is considered as the age when you attained adulthood. So anybody above the age of 18, irrespective of their social or economical background, has the right to vote. This is called as universal adult franchise और in हिंदी सार्वभौमिक वयस्क मताधिकार. यानी कि अगर आप एक वयस्क हैं, आप एक वयस्क पुरुष या महिला हैं और आप भारत के नागरिक हैं, तो आपके पास मतदान करने का अधिकार है, चाहे आप किसी भी सामाजिक या आर्थिक पृष्ठभूमि से हो. So, here you can see an example of equality. Equality is one of the pillars of Indian democracy. Politically, equality refers to the sameness in the availability and exercise of rights, opportunities and choices. आइए समय में कुछ सालों पीछे चलते हैं और देखते हैं कि हमारा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन यानी कि भारत का संविधान किस प्रकार से लिखा गया. भारत ने 15 अगस्त 1947 को ब्रिटिश साम्राज्य से स्वतंत्रता प्राप्त की।
Long years ago, we made a tryst with destiny, and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge. At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom.
तभी से इस दिन को भारत के स्वतंत्रता दिवस के रूप में मनाया जाता है। छब्बीस जनवरी 1950 को भारत का संविधान लागू किया गया, एक लोकतंत्र सरकार प्रणाली के साथ। और इस दिन को हम भारत के गणतंत्र दिवस के रूप में मनाते हैं। भारत के आज़ाद हो जाने के बाद संविधान सभा की घोषणा हुई और संविधान सभा ने अपना कार्य 9 दिसंबर 1947 से आरंभ किया। डॉक्टर भीमराव अंबेडकर, जवाहरलाल नेहरू, डॉक्टर राजेंद्र प्रसाद, सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल और मौलाना अब्दुल कलाम आज़ाद आदि इस सभा के प्रमुख सदस्य थे। संविधान निर्माण की कुल 22 समितियां थीं, जिसमें से प्रारूप समिति यानी कि ड्राफ्टिंग कमेटी सबसे प्रमुख एवं महत्वपूर्ण समिति थी और इस समिति का कार्य संपूर्ण संविधान लिखना या निर्माण करना था। प्रारूप समिति के अध्यक्ष डॉक्टर भीमराव अंबेडकर थे। वे एक बुद्धिमान संविधान विशेषज्ञ थे। उन्होंने कुल 60 देशों के संविधान का अध्ययन किया हुआ था, इसीलिए बाद में उन्हें भारत के संविधान के पिता या भारत के संविधान के जनक या निर्माता के रूप में मान्यता प्राप्त है। डॉक्टर भीमराव अंबेडकर was the chief architect of our constitution. That is why he is also called the father of the Indian Constitution. It is because of him that our constitution covers a wide range of civil liberties, including freedom of religion and abolition of untouchability. डॉक्टर अंबेडकर जी ने 2 वर्ष 11 माह और 18 दिन में भारतीय संविधान का निर्माण किया और संविधान सभा के अध्यक्ष डॉक्टर राजेंद्र प्रसाद को 26 नवंबर 1949 को भारत का संविधान सुपुर्द किया। संविधान सभा ने संविधान निर्माण के समय कुल 114 दिन बैठक की। इस बैठक में प्रेस और जनता को भाग लेने की स्वतंत्रता थी। अनेक सुधारों और बदलावों के बाद सभा के 308 सदस्यों ने 24 जनवरी 1950 को संविधान के 2 हस्तलिखित कॉपियों पर हस्ताक्षर किए। जिसमें से एक कॉपी इंग्लिश अथवा दूसरी कॉपी हिंदी में थी। इसके 2 दिन बाद संविधान 26 जनवरी को देश भर में लागू हो गया और इस तरह 26 जनवरी 1950 को भारत में भारतीय शासन और कानून व्यवस्था लागू की गई। भारत का संविधान भारत का सर्वोच्च विधान है। That means it is supreme law of India. भारत का संविधान विश्व के किसी भी गणतांत्रिक देश का सबसे लंबा लिखित संविधान है। It has 448 articles and 12 schedules. The Constitution was not typed or printed, but it was handwritten with lots of love and affection. भारत के संविधान का एक एक शब्द प्रेम बिहारी नारायण रायजादा ने अपने कलम से निखारा और इसका हर एक पृष्ठ शांति निकेतन के प्रसिद्ध चित्रकार नंदलाल बोस की रहनुमाई में कई कलाकारों ने भारत के इतिहास, पुराण और लोक कथाओं की छवियों से इस ग्रंथ को सजाया। The original copies of the Constitution are unique and they are considered a piece of art. They are stored in the helium-filled cases in the Indian Parliament. The Constitution of India declares India as a sovereign, socialist, secular, and a democratic republic. It assures its citizens justice, equality, and liberty, and endeavors to promote fraternity. The Constitution of India is inspired by Constitution of several nations. For example, the Constitution is based on a series of statutes enacted by the British Parliament. The ideas of liberty, equality, and fraternity came from the French Constitution. The 5 years plan were adopted from the USSR. The laws governing our Supreme Court were taken from Japan. The suspension of fundamental rights during emergency rule came from Weimar Constitution of Germany. The preamble was inspired by the US Constitution's preamble. Both begin with "We the people." The Indian Constitution recognizes every person as equal. Every individual in the country, including male and female from all caste, religion, tribes, education, and background, are recognized as equal. This is not to say that inequality ceases to exist. It doesn't. But at least in democratic India, the principles of equality of all persons are recognized. And there are several laws in the Indian Constitution that prevents people from being treated unequally. In order to implement the equality that is guaranteed in the Constitution, the government has taken two important steps: the formation of laws and schemes. Forming laws that protect every person's right to be treated equally. The government has launched various programs to help disadvantaged communities. These schemes are to ensure greater opportunity for people who have been treated unequally for several centuries. For example, the Disabilities Act 1995. The law states that persons with disability have equal rights. The government has to provide free education and integrate children with disability into mainstream schools. The law also states that all public places, including buildings, schools, shopping malls, etc., should be accessible with ramps. One such program to help the underprivileged is the Midday Meal Scheme. It refers to the program introduced in all government elementary schools to provide children with cooked lunch. Tamil Nadu was the first state to implement this scheme in schools. In 2001, Supreme Court instructed all states to implement the midday scheme in their schools. Another one such important provision in the Constitution on Equality is Article 15. Every person is equal before the law. No person can be discriminated against on the basis of their religion, caste, race, and gender. Every person has access to public places, including playgrounds, shops, markets. All person can use public wells, roads, and bathing ghats. The untouchability is abolished. Now, let us see how decision-making mechanism works in democratic India. In a democracy, the decision-making powers are distributed among different government bodies to avoid concentration of power in one hand. The Indian Constitution divides the power among the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. The legislature is responsible for making laws. The executive implements the laws that are made by the legislature. The judiciary is an independent body. The functions of judiciary is to protect the laws and punish its violators. India is a land of unity in diversity. India is one of the most religiously and ethically diverse nation in the world. India is a country with many ethnic groups and with various regional, linguistics, religious, political, and social differences. The equality guaranteed in the Constitution needs to be translated into reality. Inequality. This discrimination on the basis of religion, gender, and caste hurts the dignity and self respect of an individual. Surprisingly, India is not the only country that has been struggling for inequality. In the United States of America, Afro Americans were treated unequally. For many years, when traveling by bus, they either had to sit at the back of the bus or get up from their seats whenever a white person wished to sit. On one such day, that is on December 1st, 1955, Rosa Parks, a 42-year-old African American woman, boarded the bus to go home from work. On that day, Rosa Parks initiated a new era in the American quest for freedom and equality by refusing to give up her seat to a white man. Her actions further agitated the civil rights movement in America, which actually started in 1950, to push for equal rights for African Americans and to end the racial discrimination. The Civil Rights Act finally came into being in 1964 that now prohibited discrimination on the basis of race, religion, and national origin in America. We want to live in a world which has equal opportunities for all and where everyone is treated fairly. Democracy is the only form of government in which people are free to express their views, where people can form the government and expect equal treatment. In democratic government, rule of law prevails and conflicts are resolved based on the laws. These are some of the elements that make democracy the most favored form of government all over the world. The Greeks were the first to have some kind of democracy. Herodotus, a Greek historian, once said, "In a democracy, There is, first, the most splendid of virtues, equality before the law. And this wraps up today's session. I really hope, even if it was not a fun session, it was an informative one. That was the intent. इस सेशन को ज्वाइन करने के लिए धन्यवाद. आपका दिन शुभ हो. अलविदा लेते हुए जय हिंद.